Good morning, YouTube. Sean Palmer II here, coming to you from Missouri on my way to work. It's Friday. We made it to Friday. Incredible. Incredible. First of all, as always, like, comment, and subscribe to me here on YouTube, Shelton Ponder. Also follow me on Instagram at TonyGumbo21. Now, before we start this video off, I do have to say that last night and yesterday morning, I was unable to upload some videos. I am going to have to find time to redo those videos and upload them to YouTube again. I was very disappointed. The video I had uploaded yesterday morning had gone all the way through, but then it was processing and it took forever for it to upload. Was also saying still processing this morning, and I really don't know why it did that. But anyway, hopefully this video is able to upload itself to YouTube, because I want you all to know my thoughts and my opinions on the issues that surround us today. The Netflix versus Hulu debate was not able to do. Same goes for the reality TV shows. I was very upset about that. That cut out early, about 30 minutes in. Hopefully this video goes the length of that, but it's hard to tell. I might have to delete some of the earlier videos that I did to make sure that it loads properly. Just wanted to let you all know that. I was very disappointed. Hopefully I can do this video right today, this morning, and hopefully do one this evening. That was just a side note. Thank you all for viewing. I had 5 views on my previous video, which is awesome. It was about road rage. Anyway, let's start this video off this morning and the topic of the morning is going to be, there are a lot of different music streaming services. You have Pandora, you have Spotify, and you have this streaming service that Jay-Z took over called Tidal. Which is better? Which is better? I will say that, in my personal opinion, oh, and one other thing, iTunes. So there are 4. It's Spotify versus Pandora versus iTunes versus, Tidal. Ooh, man, I got some, keep belching this morning. I don't know why. In my personal opinion, I think that iTunes iTunes comes in number 1, Tidal comes in number 2, Spotify number 3, and Pandora number 4. Now, any of you who disagree with that, comment down below. And the reason why I say iTunes is better is because iTunes has artists that did songs from way back when. Like if it's the Beatles, you can get their songs from the early days. Same goes with Jay-Z and Beyonce and you know uh, Shania Twain, Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers, Bruno Mars, stuff like that. I have Spotify, and when I go on Spotify to look up a specific song by Jay Z, the song list does not have his early works. Or it does, it just doesn't have the works that he did during that time. Now, do I have a problem with it? No, no, I don't. I don't have a problem with it. They have this thing called free trials. Now, I'm not going to talk about the price of how much each of them cost because price should not be the issue. What should be the issue is what kind of quality songs are you going to get? And yesterday when I did the video, uh, when I do the re-upload of Hulu versus Netflix, I don't talk about the price because the price should not matter. It's who can you find who can you find on these music streaming services. Now, some would say that price is the issue and that they do a free trial with the ads. Okay, let me put that to rest. I don't like ads. I think they should just do away with them. They should. That, honestly, that is how I feel. Is that they should do away with the ads. I get the premium package, which means that I don't have to worry about the ads. And some might say, well, you can go on to this website and get it. No, no, I'd rather not. I'd rather, I have a playlist on Spotify that has 698 songs that I like, spanning from Bruce Springsteen to Kanye West to Lil Wayne to Usher, and the list goes on and on and on. I would rather have Spotify, but here's the thing about Spotify though. You're not going to get every single album that anybody ever released. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. Now, if I ran Spotify, I would have it to where you don't have to you don't have to go far to get the album. You don't. I would have it to where if you wanted a specific artist or a specific song, and that's why I would put SoundCloud in there, but SoundCloud is they're hit and miss. SoundCloud is hit and miss. And the reason why I say SoundCloud is hit and miss is because you can find songs that you hear on the radio that you can't find on YouTube, on Spotify, that you can't find on Spotify, Tidal, or any place else. There is this one song that an ex good friend of mine put me on to, and it was the Drake 2 On remix, where he puts his rapping skills on the back burner and he starts singing. I heard that on VH1 one morning. It was back, sev- it was back a while ago, and I said, "Wow, I got to find that song." They put it on YouTube, but YouTube took it off because of copyright issues. That's going to be my topic of discussion, maybe Monday or Tuesday morning, whichever one. But I went to SoundCloud and I looked up the song, and there it is. Now, how long it's going to be on there, I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to be on there. You had these services called LimeWire, FrostWire, Napster, and the artists were getting mad at these services because number one, it was copyright infringement, and number two, they weren't getting paid for their royalties, which I can understand. If I was an artist, I would want royalties as well. But in the early 2000s, they didn't want to do that. What did they do? The artists tried to shut them down. They didn't shut down, and then finally they just shut down altogether. I'm happy that that music streaming services are starting to find their footing. I really am. Like I said, it shouldn't be all about the price. It should be about who you can find on what platform. Now I do have Pandora because my vehicle has Pandora capabilities. But 9 times out of 10, I'll listen to my iPod, my music on the music section on my phone, or I'll listen to Spotify, which 95% of my music is on Spotify. Now, there are songs that I won't be able to find on Spotify, and that's fine. I can get them off of iTunes. But like the Jay Z, like there's several Jay Z songs that I've gotten off of iTunes that I really love. I think Jay Z is a good artist. He is to be in the to be in the music game. I'm gonna call it. I normally don't call it a game, but to be in the music spectrum for gosh, how long has he been in? How long has he been in the music spectrum? Um, Started in '96, so 22 years. 22 years. That's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It really is. It really, really is. That man is a legend, an icon. I know he's not going to be one of. I know he's not going to be. I know he's not wanting to be called an icon, but he is. He is. He is to start from nothing and build himself up to a multi-million-dollar individual. And he has the most beautiful wife on the face of this planet, I think. And a lot of people could say, well, she's not that beautiful. Oh, you don't know. You don't know a woman until you know a woman. You don't. So don't try and think that you do because it's hard. But for him to to be with a woman like that is just wow. But back to my point, he is not on. He has certain songs on Spotify. Now his Blueprint 3, they took it off. I can understand why. I can understand why they took it off. You have to go to either Tidal, which all of his music is on. All of his music from 1996 to now. All of his music is on Tidal. I'm not gonna say that I don't like Tidal, but I'm not going to say that I don't like Tidal. I do like Tidal. I think Tidal is a great streaming service that I think Tidal is a great streaming service. But back to my point. If I think that in my personal opinion, Spotify comes Spotify is number one. Spotify is number one. And it's not just for the price either. It's about who you can find when their albums came out and how good it is. Like I said, you can go back to the days of the Beatles and the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5. You can even go back as far as when they first started doing their routines. That's as far back as you can go. They even have in fact, I believe that they even have music sessions. Yes, they do. On Spotify, they have live music sessions when they're, I guess, when they're kind of in the studio. When they're not, I don't know. But I like Spotify a lot because Spotify will play the original song fully through with the second and third verses that you can't even hear on the radio because of time. Like with "Pray for Me" by Kendrick Lamar and The Weeknd. They play they play 85% of the song. The other 20%, where is nowhere to be found. Which is why I like the music streaming services. The reason why I like the music streaming services is because you can hear the full song in its entirety. Yes, you can hear the full song in its entirety. You can. You can hear the entire song in its entirety. And that's what I like about all these music streaming services. You know, they'll have the radio edits, and the radio edits sound good, but if you're listening to a song that has, cursing in it, you're not going to hear all that on the radio because of FCC laws. We're not going to get into that because that's a government thing. But that's what's going on. We're at 18 minutes. We're still doing good. But that's what's going on. And these music streaming services, they're good. Whoever decided to come up with these music streaming services, hey, deserves an award because that is something that you've never seen before. Yeah, you had Napster and you had LimeWire and you had FrostWire, but those were illegal, and people didn't want them. And the artists, they didn't want them to be illegal. They wanted them to be legal. And what did they do? Created Spotify. Created. They created Spotify. They created uh, they created Spotify, Tidal, Pandora. Like I said, they created Tidal, Pandora, iTunes, Pandora, iTunes, Spotify, and Tidal. People did not people did not want to get their music streaming, their music off of something that cost. And I was a testament to one of them. I was. But I realized that, hey, you know what? Why am I doing this? Why am I getting this stuff off of a website that's not even going to exist in a year or in 2 years? So I downloaded Spotify. I got Spotify, and guess what? Spotify has done me wonders. I've had Spotify since 2011. 2011. Had Spotify ever since. I've had Spotify ever since. And I love, the music streaming service that you choose. Hey, do it. Get the music streaming service that you find fit. Don't say it. Don't get a music streaming service just because I said so. Get one that you find fit and that you can find all of the music that you listen to or are listening to. Get the one that you find best fits you. I have Spotify. You might choose Spotify and Tidal. I don't know. Everybody's music preference is different. Nobody's going to like a Jay Z. Nobody's going to like a Dave Koz, who is a smooth jazz musician. Not everybody's going to like Nelly. Not everybody's going to like Beyonce. Not everybody's going to like Lil Wayne. Not everybody's going to like Drake. Not everybody's going to like Baby. Not everybody's going to like Chris Brown. You're not going to like every single artist that is out there. That's why it's best to put who you like as an artist and then have the music streaming service that you're listening to get you a playlist of those individuals that you like. That way you can listen to the music that you like as opposed to the music that you don't like. Anyway, YouTube, I think that's going to do it for me for this morning. We're at 23 minutes right now. Hopefully this video uploads correctly. And like I said, I'm going to be redoing the videos on the Hulu versus Netflix and the reality TV shows. Hopefully this video uploads correctly. Hopefully it uploads uh, in a timely fashion. As I said, YouTube, follow me here on YouTube, Sheldon Ponder the second, Sheldon Ponder. Also follow me on Instagram at Tony Gumbo 21. Quote of the day: when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. In this case, when life gives a artist a voice, they make music. YouTube, it's been fun. Hopefully you have a good day. I'm Sheldon Ponder, and I'm signing off.